In this video, I will be changing my Supermax 1938 combo sander from a profile sanding machine to a drum sanding machine. Now, I will not be showing every single step of how I went about doing the changeover. The manufacturer has a very good video that shows you how to do that, and the manual also documents the procedure for doing so. But I thought it would be neat for you guys to look over my shoulder and watch as I perform the changeover. It's a little bit tedious, at least doing it for the first time, but it's not difficult. Anybody with the skills to be a woodworker should be able to do this without a problem. It's a matter of, separating the body of the profile sanding head from the shaft of the motor and loosening out the bearings and replacing it with the drum sander with its bearings and recoupling the shaft back to the motor shaft. In essence, that's the whole process in a nutshell. I anticipate using the drum sander way more than I plan to use the profile sander. So for the most part, the machine is going to be set up with a drum sanding head. When I do make some molding and I need to sand them, then I would do that changeover and take advantage of the profile sanding. But for most projects, it's going to be set up with a drum sanding head in place. After putting everything in place per the instruction, I'm going back now and tightening up everything. To level the drum with the table, you have to remove the sanding paper. So I'm doing so now. The procedure for leveling the drum with a table was easy and straightforward. These are the hardware that you must loosen so that you can raise and lower the end of the table. Using two boards of equal thickness, I check to make sure that the drum is making contact on both sides. If not, I make the necessary adjustments up or down. After leveling the drum, I put the paper back on and it was time for testing. I pocket hole 2 pieces of 3/4 inch stock to simulate a face frame. And as most people who use pocket hole joinery knows, it can leave a little unevenness even when you clamp it thoroughly. After 2 passes through the drum sander, this is the results. Now as you can see, there's a bit of cross grain scratches. So this definitely is going to need some attention from my random orbit sander. I mean, he's going to need it regardless because the drum sander, even in the best of cases, especially at a low grit like this, 80 grit, is going to leave lines in the board. It's just going to be a little bit more work on the cross grain because those are more prominent. For my final test, I'm going to thickness sand this board. So I'm going to start by first checking its dimension. After I finish sanding it, I'm going to check it again and verify it against the digital readout on my drum sander. A couple of observations. The recommended RPMs for the machine when drum sanding is 1700. I noticed when you turn it on to 1700, the machine for a few seconds shakes kind of violently in my opinion, and then it settles in. I don't know if this is normal operation or, as I told y'all in a previous video, remember that block that was when I unpackaged the machine that was not installed on the end? I don't know if that may have caused an issue or if this is just the normal resonance for the drum and then when it stabilizes, it settles down. So that's just a guess. I'll ask the manufacturer to see if I get an answer to that. Secondly, I wanted to point out that the dust collection is excellent. You see a little bit of dust on the conveyor belt, but besides that, there is no dust in the air. I really like the dust collection on this machine. And I know I'm running it, I'm kind of babying it right now. I'm running it kind of slow, but once again, I just did the changeover. I'm not gonna try to start off immediately with a high feed rate. I want to see how the machine reacts. So there will be more testing. The machine has a wide range of speeds. That works for me. Thank you and have a good day. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to be notified when new content is dropped on this channel, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and drop a comment down below.